Hey guys, so welcome to Current Affairs Daily. So the first news we will cover today is Mukhyamantri Awas Bhu Adhikar Yojana. So it has been launched by Government of MP Madhya Pradesh, and its objective is to provide free residential land, free plots to poor rural families. Okay, so completely free of cost, the land, a piece of land will be provided, and it will be used for residential purpose. And the plots will have basic minimum amenities like road, electricity, water, sewage, etc., etc. And how much is the land? I mean, how what will be the measurement of the land? It will be 600 square feet land. It will be provided. The lease will be provided to the husband and wife of the family. And Tikamgarh is the first district where the state has distributed the patas. Patas are what? Mutation papers that has been distributed in the Tikamgarh district. And it has the person who is getting the land, he can construct the house under Pradhanmantri Awas Yojana and Chief Minister Jan Awas Yojana, which is a state specific scheme. Okay, so what are the basic things you need to remember about this scheme? That it has been launched by Madhya Pradesh government. 600 square feet of land will be provided for free of cost with basic minimum amenities like water connection, electricity, sewage, etc. And it will be purely used for residential purpose. Under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, he can construct the house, or Chief Minister Jan Awas Yojana. The poor rural, it is not for urban area, it is for rural area. Okay, these are the points you need to remember about this news. Then 5 non-permanent members in UNSC. I have left one thing, that 5 new non-permanent members, newly they have been elected to UNSC. UNSC is what? United Nations Security Council. It is one of the most influential and important organization of United States. So what is its where is its headquarter? Headquarter is in New York, and it has total 15 number of memberships, 5 permanent memberships and 10 non-permanent memberships. So non-permanent members, they get elected for 2 years, and after completion of their tenure, again newly 10 countries get elected to the United Nations Security Council. And what is its mandate? What it does basically? United Nations Security Council is basically responsible for maintaining international peace and security. Let's say suppose there is conflict between two countries in the world, so they are the members of United Nations. So the United Nations Security Council will intervene and try to maintain peace, or try to resolve the matter between the two countries. It can deploy peacekeeping forces in the conflict area, impose sanctions on particular countries who are crossing the limit, and also address conflicts, and also address issues of terrorism and arms control over the countries. Okay, so this is about United Nations Security Council, and who are the newly elected 5 non-permanent members: Ecuador, then Japan, then Malta, then Mozambique, then Switzerland. These are the 5 new non-permanent members of United Nations Security Council. Okay, so it's not that all the 10 members they get elected at the same time, and it's like every year the rotation, just like Rajya Sabha in our parliament, every year there will be new rotations. Okay, so the tenure of one non-permanent member is 2 years. 2 years, for 2 years they get elected. Okay, then next, Gan Nagai festival. So it is basically celebrated in Manipur. It is a post-harvest festival. After harvest season, they celebrate it to pray or to give gratitude to God, thanking. It is basically Thanksgiving festival for a good harvest, and it is of music, dance, spiritual rituals, and also it is celebrated by Zeliangrong community of the state. Okay, so it is part of your art and culture syllabus. Okay, so Gan Negi festival of Manipur. Okay, I covered I think all the points. Okay, then next, first woman army officer deployed in Siachen. Siachen, as you know, it is world's highest battlefield. Okay, it is mostly a conflict area between India and Pakistan. From 1984, we have been constantly guarding the place because there have been number of encounters of army forces between India and Pakistan. Also, China is very near to the place, so that this is a very strategic military. It has military significance from mainly Pakistan and India. So, Siva Chauhan, a captain, Indian Army captain from Rajasthan, has been deployed, and she is the first woman army officer to be deployed in the Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier is the world's highest battleground, and the glacier is, why it is strategically important. I have given the glacier guards the routes led to Leh, capital of Ladakh, and also it is close to Karakoram Pass, which is the connecting line between China and India. Okay, so it has got very strategically, it is very important for Pakistan and India. Then next, hydrogen powered trains. So hydrogen has become a new renewable source of energy, non-fossil fuel. So hydrogen powered trains, the first hydrogen powered train was launched by Germany. In the world, it was the first country to launch indigenous hydrogen powered train. Then China is the second in the world and first in Asia to introduce it. So recently it has introduced, that is why this is in news. Okay, so it is also called green train because it is non-fossil fuel, and also it has got speed of 160 km per hour and can run up to 600 km without refueling. Okay, so what you need to remember, what is hydrogen train? Basically it is called green train because it is dependent on hydrogen, which is a non-fossil fuel. And who is the first country? The Germany is the first country in the world, and China is the second in the world and first in Asia to launch hydrogen powered trains. Okay, and what about India? India is supposed to get its first indigenous hydrogen train by December 2023. So by this year, by end of this year, we are going to get our first indigenous hydrogen train. This has been indicated by the railway ministry of the country. So that's what you need to remember. Then mission 929. So mission 929, basically it is a mission of election commission. So it has launched this mission because it wants more than 90% voter turnout in the upcoming assembly election in Tripura. Early means I think around March, I think February, March or April, the assembly election is going to take place. So the election commission is completely focusing, it is focusing on zero poll booth violence, and it is focusing on more than 90% of voter turnout, and it is facilitating, it is conducting intensive awareness campaigns among the voters, and also it is making arrangements at polling booths for smooth conduction of election. Okay, so mission 929 is basically, 929 is I think the number of booths they are targeting, and the election is in Tripura, the assembly election. The election commission is targeting 90% at least or beyond voter turnout as a whole. Okay, and it is going to happen, it is going to take place in the early 2023. So next, world's longest river cruise, that is Ganga Vilas. Ganga Vilas is the name of the river cruise. So PM Modi is going to launch this on 13th January 2023 at Varanasi, UP. PM Modi is going to launch the world's longest river cruise. That means it is going to travel 3200 kilometers from Varanasi to Dibrugarh, Assam, UP to Assam. It is going to cover the distance of 3200 kilometers through rivers of India and Bangladesh. Okay, so sometimes it will cross the border, and not border exactly, I mean Bangladesh rivers are also flowing in India. So through rivers of India and Bangladesh it will travel the cruise, and it will stop around 50 stops, various World Heritage sites, and architectural locations where the tourists will be interested to visit. It will stop, and it is the world's longest river cruise, that is Ganga Vilas. Ganga Vilas is the name of the cruise. You need to remember, PM Modi is going to inaugurate this, to launch this, and on 13th January 2023 at Varanasi. And why it is longest? Because it is going to travel around 3200 kilometer river cruise, world's longest river cruise. Otherwise there are cruise who travel thousands of kilometers, but it is the river cruise, world's longest river cruise. Okay, that is why it is new. So these are the news for today, and I'll be seeing in the next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.